about it. I'm curious about it. It's never. I mean, it's in my head 24/7. There's nothing else I can think of. I don't think about nothing else. If that's it, I'm just curious, curiously fascinated with it, and I can't stop thinking about it. Everything I do in my life is is related to this. I don't do nothing else if it's not got to do with fighting. You know what I mean? And that is why, you know what I mean? To be truly good at something, all you got to do is show up.
Is that not unhealthy?
Um, I don't know. Do I look unhealthy? Take a look at this physique. I'm in phenomenal shape in body and mind. For me, what's unhealthy is living an unhealthy life. For me, what's unhealthy is getting up and going through the same day every day of your life, 9 to 5 in an office or in a that's unhealthy. That beats your mind. I don't work. I love what I do. And that's why I'm doing what I love. You know what I mean? That's why it's become a career for me because I love it. I love what I do. So I don't think it's unhealthy. I I, I feel good in my mind. I mean, it's my life. I'm enjoying the fruits of my hard work. Nobody works harder than me inside the octagon, outside the octagon. I am a workhorse. So I'm going to enjoy the benefits of this life. I'm going to get myself a big mansion in Las Vegas. I'm going to get the soft top cars. I'm going to bring my whole team out. I'm going to spoil them and give them this life. Big steaks, that size. We're eating every single night each. We're eating good. We're living good. It's human nature. Some people will sit and take positivity from that. They will look at that and take inspiration and inspire. It will inspire them to go and push for that. Others will shell up and critique it and be negative towards it. But one thing is sure, those people will stay where they are. The people who take inspiration from it will rise up and also one day experience that life. So this is human nature. Some go one way, some go the other way. But I am enjoying my money, my hard-earned money that I have dedicated my life to. I was always getting pestered. What are you doing with your life? You're doing this, doing that. They didn't know what it was. They didn't know what MMA was. They didn't know what none of this. They didn't know I could make a career out of it. As far as they were concerned, my man Dan talking about. As far as they were concerned, I was just getting into a cage and fighting with some other guy. They didn't know nothing about it. No one did really, but I knew. You know what I mean? I knew. But and then I ended up getting a trade just to keep them quiet. So I used to have a lot of fights with me dad. A lot of
What
fights.
trade did you get?
I ended up getting a trade as a plumber. Literally up in the back arse and nowhere up in Wicklow, the Wicklow Mountains. And funny enough, that site was one of the biggest sites in Europe. Kiltiernan, it was right at that skiing place. Huge. And now it's just abandoned. Now it's just deserted. So I used to go up there 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. I was on that M50. I used to have to walk to the M4 about half an hour from my house, wait for some Limerick guy that I didn't even know. He'd drive on the M4 and I had to flag him down. Nightmare, yeah. 2 hours down on the M50, 2 hours back. Usually 14-hour days, and I was the first year, so I had to do everything. I had to go to the shop. I had to go and get this and get that. So I always had trouble with that. And I was like, this isn't for me. This is not for me.
How long did you last?
I lasted 18 months doing it. But it was tough, you know. Just it wasn't the life for me, you know. And then John said, because I was training with John as well at the time, and then John got in touch and says, I have a show. I'm running a show. I'd like to fight on it. And then that was it. I just packed it in, didn't show up. My dad used to come in and punch the head on me and like try and drag me out of bed. And I just wouldn't go. You know what I mean? I had uproar for a good few years when I'm over. But and that was it. I just packed it in, quit, and then focused on training. That's I knew what was going to happen. I knew I was going to get here. They didn't. There's a lot of stressful years. You know what I mean, a lot of tough times. But I proved them wrong. I proved myself right. I cannot put one thing on it, John. I just love this life that I have created. I love this business. I do not. I enjoy work. I don't want to be anywhere else but here. So every day I am enjoying myself. I wake up every day. I pinch myself. I want to see the room I'm sleeping in. I want to see the bed I'm sleeping in. I want to see the home that I'm living in. There's an elevator in the home. So I'm on the third floor and I go out and click the button and it goes from the third floor to the first floor. I open up the elevator and I go and eat some breakfast and then we go stretch out in the sun and we have a big pool, a jacuzzi. Look, I'm just enjoying the fruits of my hard work. Gratitude is one of the most strongest forms of power in attracting good things. You know, if you truly feel grateful for the things in your life, I always felt grateful for even the small things. I always used to celebrate the small things. Now I might be celebrating the bigger things, but I always celebrate every little good thing that would happen to me in my life, even before I had any kind of money or any of that. I would celebrate and I would feel grateful for it. And it just gave me more. And this is exactly the same thing that's happening right now. I still remain grateful, and more comes.
Somebody said to you, you'll have or you'll be a success.
What's going on, family? We're about to get started in the next couple of minutes. Just giving some people time to hop on the YouTube, hop on the Zoom. If you all don't mind, y'all already know, help me share this link out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We never do not share this information out because you never know whose life you can impact just by sending a link to them. You know, even if you send it to them before, don't give up. You know, don't give up on people, man. You know, sometimes it takes 7, 10, 20 tries sometimes for the person. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop impacting. I'm never going to stop sending the link. I'm never going to stop. You want to know why? Because I can't stop, won't stop. Let's go. Welcome to the call. It is about to go down. I hope y'all are ready. This is going to be the one of our best episodes, episode 255. I am claiming it. All right, I am claiming it. I am claiming it. Send this link out to each and every single person that you possibly can. Let them know that we are live, direct, and in full effect. And we are about to get to that check this morning at Coffee and Crypto. Let's go.
That's where you are now. What have you had said back then?
Celebrate.
I believe you. That's what I would have said. Because I did believe.
Yeah,
I believed in it. I had very few people who told me that. I had a small group of people that would tell me something like that. Other than that, it was just me telling myself.
Yep.
So if someone came up to me and told me that all the way back then, I'd say you're damn right.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. You seem immune to pressure. You got an entire nation on your shoulders, and you rise above it once again.
Yeah, I don't just knock them out. I picked around, John. Yeah, I said this. I'm sure you're probably all thinking in your head, this guy is talking absolute dribble. He's not going to do what he says he's going to do. You're probably all sitting there thinking that. But now here we are again. And I done what I said I was going to do. I feed off this. I love this stuff. This is what gives me energy. Saying I'm going to do something. Putting it out there for the world to see, and then going out and doing it. There's no better feeling in the world than that. And it's as easy as that. Say what you're going to do and go and do it. When you're chasing your dream and when you're working hard, chasing something you love and completely dedicated, it just happens. You can't really notice it. You know, even still to this day, I'm in an amazing position in my life, but I'm still working like I'm not. I'm still working like I'm not in this position.
Absolutely.
I'm still working like none of this is even. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just something I love to do, and I just keep pushing. I keep working hard. I can't pinpoint
Let's go.
the
About
exact
to get
moment
started
for
in
you.
1 minute.
Yep.
1 minute.
If anything, I always felt like it was happening way back then, and now it is happening. But now I almost feel like it's not happening. You know what I mean? And I want to push to something else.
Absolutely.
I'm always striving to push forward. So. You know, hard work pays. I put in a hell of a lot of work all throughout this build-up in the fight. I pumped out more content than anybody, more content than Fox, more content than ESPN, more content than BT Sport, more content than everybody on the Mag Live on my own channels. You know what I mean? I'm a workhorse from all angles, not just in the gym, but I'm building this media empire now myself, and we pumped out the content. I'm very proud of how it went. We consistently, daily movies I was releasing, you know, from like a month ago, every single day. You know what I mean? Nobody's doing that. So I'm very proud of it, and I'm very, like, the work pays, hard work pays, and I put in the work, and that's why I'm sitting at the top. I put it all on the line. I go up, I perform, and I get the results from that. So when I was a kid, I used to always visualize stadiums, and like even when I was playing football, I'd kick the ball against the wall, and I'd pretend I scored a goal, and I'd run off, and I'd be raising my hand and visualizing a arena full of fans. And that was something I'd done as a kid out on my own. I was running around kicking the ball. I always had these visions of something, but I just didn't know what it was. And then
Sheesh. Hey, Conor McGregor is an ultimate manifester. Y'all hear me? Ultimate manifester. It is possible for you, right? It is possible for you. You just got to continue to believe that it is so. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, episode number 250. Where we at? 250 something, man. It's it's getting crazy. I can't even keep up with the numbers. We are let me see what episode we are, y'all. I'll be forgetting. We on 255. Sheesh. All right, 255 episodes, man. You know, you've been doing, you're doing a lot of episodes when you just can't even remember what episode it is, right? I don't even know no more, man. Y'all be having to let me know what episode it is. But welcome to the show. I believe that I believe that we're going to create 1,000 decamillionaires here at Coffee and Crypto. And I believe that it's going to come through multiple chains, multiple different assets, right? And I'm crazy enough and manic enough to believe it is so. My name is Vincent Owens. I've been hosting this show for 3 years now. We started it back in 2022 is when we started this show. And it is now 2025. And, we've been doing this for quite some time now. And one thing I will tell y'all is everything that we have talked about, everything that we have discussed since episode number 1, and I have people that are on the call currently, people that have jumped on the call right now. I got people on YouTube that can cover me when I say this. Everything that we've said has come to pass. Drop some coffee if you've been here long enough to understand that statement. If you've been here long enough with me, you've been rocking with me long enough to realize that most of the stuff, majority of the stuff we've talked about has come into fruition, right? I'm gonna say this: it doesn't. I don't think that makes me better than anybody. I just think that it meant that I made content. I think that y'all had the same ideas. You had the same. A lot of you all have been studying this stuff as well. But the difference between us is I got in front of a camera, all right, and you can go back and hear what I said, and that is very important. It's called documenting the process. Every great entrepreneur, business owner, they're really great at documenting the process, right? Being able to go back and see, where were you? Where are you now? And then based on where you were, where you are now, it'll show you where you're going. We talk about the seasons, and I've shared this on one of my calls, and I just want to share this with you all that are not inside of my Discord group necessarily. But I shared a principle about the seasons of life and success, and those seasons. When it comes to being an entrepreneur and reaping what you sow, these are real life things, right? You reap what you sow, and based on how much you sow will be the size of your harvest, right? Depending on how much you sow and how much you tend to that seed in its growth phase will determine the harvest that you get. See, we are exiting winter. The skies are now blue. Leaves are starting to come back on. Y'all see the leaves starting to come back on the trees, right? Things are starting to, germination has been happening, right? And now it's time for us to reap what we have sowed. See, in the winter, that's why they call it crypto winter. And I believe this. I believe that if you no matter what phase of crypto you're in, beginner, intermediate, advanced, super advanced, we're all at different levels. But I want to say this to my beginners: stay in winter. Stay cold, my friends. All right. Yeah. Stay cold. Somebody drop that. Somebody drop that. Stay cold, my friends. They need to be able to see this, man, and you need to be able to read that. Stay cold. You're like, why do I want to stay cold? I want to get warm. See, we was cold. I was cold for a long time. I was out here in these crypto streets sleeping with no blanket on in 25-degree weather. Okay. No socks either. They jacked me for my socks. I lost everything, But when you lose everything, but you documented the process, you know how to get it back. See, I'm going to tell you something. When I first started in crypto winter, I didn't stay in winter. I started smelling myself because I came in at the beginning, low key, a couple of months before the bull run started. So I came in and immediately saw explosion. This was like 2019, that I got serious about trying to put some money into crypto, right? Heard about it in 2018, officially started studying it. 2019, made my bet. 2020, COVID happened, you know, and we started to see the increase happen from there, right? But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me share this with you. I didn't stay cold long enough. You know, I should have been continuously investing, right? I should have had a strategy where when I did hit the peak in 2021, I had a strategy which we call dollar cost averaging out. Because see, you can either dollar cost average into the asset, and then you also have to know how to dollar cost average out of the asset. These are things that we teach here at Coffee and Crypto Network. And we have some really big plans happening in our Discord group, you know, moving into this new year. Okay. So this is what I want to say. Stay cold. That's right. That's right. Stay cold and document the process, right? Because let me tell you something. If you don't stay cold and you get a little warm and you start smelling yourself and feeling yourself when this bull run happens, I'm going to tell you something. You might pull that money out, you know, or you might be unmotivated because if you don't get out of these assets properly and dollar cost average out, and you allow this market to crash with all those profits you had, and you don't got nothing to look back at, you ain't got no documented process to keep you in the game, you're going to get out. Stay cold, my friends. So I believe that crypto winter should be every day. We have not reached spring. And if you're brand new to crypto, you need to be cold for 365 days. Shivering, bone clutching cold. You know what I'm saying? That type of cold that you only get up in Canada, okay? North Pole cold. That's how cold you need to be. Now imagine this. You went out in this cold weather. You put on your biggest coat, bubble coat. You went out there and you was planting seeds all winter long. However long winter is for you, you've been planting seeds, right? You've been taking care of those seeds, watering them, making sure that everything is right. Comes the springtime, what happens? You start to see growth, right? You start to see some roots start to come out, right, to bear fruits. See, the springtime is the fruit bearing time, right? But here's the thing. If you didn't plant enough seeds in the winter, don't expect the same fruit that I'm expecting. That would be selfish of you and quite naive. Don't expect the same, you know, garden as Billy, right? Don't expect that if you have not been sowing, right? Another thing is you can't speed up the natural process of growth. You can't say, seed grow now. You can't do that because you're not God. So there's a process, and you must trust the process if you are to reap the fruits of what you sowed. Summertime rolls around, and this is where it gets hot. And during the summertime, everybody outside, right? You ready to go outside. Hookah lounge, private, not private jet yet, but a Spirit flight, okay? You ready to go to Tulum, Cancun, Puerto Rico. You want to go all these places. California, that's where you're going to go in the summer. But let me tell you something. If this is your first spring, young farmer, I don't care if you're old or young, you're young in investing, you're a young farmer. During the summer, this is what young farmers do. They aren't out partying all day. They're out in the field making sure that there's no insects eating their flowers, their plants. They're making sure that the sun isn't scorching these plants. They're making sure that the weeds, the natural, part of life, because life is always going to have weeds, but did you unweed them? Did you pull the weeds, or did you leave the weeds to destroy your harvest? That's the summer. And then comes the fall. This is where the leaves start falling. They start turning different colors. They start falling. And now the plants are dying. And you go back into what? Winter. I wanted to go through all the seasons because you need to understand something. Spring, summer, fall, all of those feel all right. But there's eventually a time as an entrepreneur, as an investor, where something might go wrong. Something in your business, something with your investment, and guess what happens next? You start over at winter. There's a reason why the winter is the first season of the year. Because we all must experience the winter in order to get to the harvest. Can y'all drop some coffee in the chat box? I just wanted to drop that on y'all real quick. Drop that on your tune top this morning. You know what I mean? But now we must go ahead and get into this this bullish content because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. All right. Stay cold, my friends. Let's get it. So let's look at our crypto where we're at right now. Our sentiment is still at a 30. So we're still in the fear. So buy the fear, sell the greed. So we're still in good buying territory. Now, remember this, y'all. You're going to hear a lot of stuff on this show. You're going to get a lot of information. Sometimes you'll hear projects. Remember this, Coffee and Crypto Network is for entertainment purposes only, right? We do not offer financial advice. If you're looking for advice financially, you want to hire someone that is a professional or that you look at as being a professional that can help you get to the next space. Here at Coffee and Crypto Network, we are dedicated, determined, and dependable. All right, we just like Fox 5, baby. All right, we dedicated, determined, and dependable to help you get to the next level in cryptocurrency. We have 3 advisors right now, and our advisory board will be growing, okay? But we also have 3 blockchain strategists, including myself, makes 4. We have 4 current blockchain strategists that can help you in all things throughout the crypto space, from DeFi to DePIN to wallet utilization and protection to asset management, the tokenization. We are able to help you do it all here at Coffee and Crypto Network. All you have to do is plug in. We have a Discord group that is $97 a month. Okay, you all can join us. We have 7 calls a week, trading, learning, doing everything as a community. And we help you speed up the process. You do not have the same amount of time that I had to get this together. That's why I'm in front. That's why I'm in front of the screen, because I had the time. You don't have the time, you should be a part of our community. And that's just straightforward. Click the link in my bio right now on YouTube, or you can also wait until my phone number at the end, shoot me over a text that says Discord, and we'd love to have you. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into our technical analysis this morning. Sheesh. Come on, bit. Come on. Woo. Don't say it ain't so. Do y'all see that? Oh, let me see. Let me see real quick. I might be premature excitement. Now we in profits, baby. We in profits. I'm up $150 right now, live on the call. All right. And we are experiencing, hopefully this thing right here just keeps going up a little bit. You know, I'm hoping that Bitcoin will at least reach this high right here on my trade. But I do have some take profits going all the way up to 95,024, my white line. Okay. So basically what we're looking at is a bullish morning for Bitcoin. Okay. We did have a small little pullback over the last couple of hours. Okay. But we are seeing a potential engulfing. We still got 36 minutes. So I ain't going to get too excited, right? I ain't going to get too excited. But if we look at that 4-hour candle, okay, that's 36 minutes left. Now my posture might get a little bit more excited, right? Okay, because that's the type of candle we want to see. Okay, especially when you're bullish for a buy. So we're gonna let this trade play out. If you're in the Discord group, we'll definitely keep you all, abreast to what happens with this trade. Okay, as you all can see, on our total crypto market right now, we're almost back to $3 trillion market cap. We had a double bottom down here during that pullback that we experienced, which is why we are in a current kind of a uptrend. We're on a smaller uptrend right now. There's not a whole lot of momentum in this uptrend, but a trend is a trend, and the trend is your friend. So, some things that I'm looking forward to happening. Let's scroll out, because we look at this market more on the macro level. So I want to go over to our daily chart, and I want to take a look, okay, and see what's actually happening. Okay, it looks like that blue line right there looks like we made a doji candle off of this, so off of 3 trillion. So it did hit 3 trillion, as you all can see. It wicked 3 trillion, and now there's indecision in the market, meaning it doesn't know if it wants to go up or down. It's trying to figure that out right now. So we just have to stay patient when it comes to these trades. However, it is looking good to continue up. We had a couple of wicks at the bottom. We had a small engulfing candlestick, bullish engulfing. So hopefully, we can continue to move up, because the indecision candle right here doesn't make me nervous. Not this one right here, because we could very well continue to go up. Okay. So just wanted to share that with y'all. Now let's go ahead and dive into this news, because we got a lot of stuff to unfold today. First thing is this: are you ready to kiss the IRS goodbye? Somebody drop IRS in the chat box if you want to go ahead and if you ain't scared to say goodbye, bye. Okay, just like the Backstreet Boys, if we could say bye to the I, to the R, to the S, and turn it into the external revenue service. See, here's the thing, right? Hey, I'm an American, man. Hey, listen, don't text me, text them folks. All right, I ain't worried about. Listen, send them taxes overseas, okay, Trump. Yes, sir. I know it's other things that come to it, but naturally speaking, man, send them tax, man. I'm tired of paying taxes. And I don't know if y'all are, but I'm sick of it. And I'm sick, and it's not easy. If we could track, and it was traceable, and it was straight up, what's the word? I don't know the word. But if it was traceable, right? If we could trace it, we could see it in real time. Okay, I would trust taxes, but because we can't, I don't trust them things.
If you look from the day before the election to today, you're going to see that the markets are up. The market's what, 0.25% you're worried about now? I'm actually on TV talking about 0.25%. You got to stop it. You got to stop it. Tariffs are going to drive America better. Remember, we pay taxes into the Internal Revenue Service. Wouldn't it be amazing to stop paying taxes to the Internal Revenue Service and have the External Revenue Service of Make America Great Again replace our taxes? That's the goal of Donald Trump, and I think he's going to hit there. He's going to do everything he can to make that happen. Lower our taxes. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on seniors. Come on. This is an amazing country, and we are winners.
Mr. Secretary, thank you for coming in today. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. You should have heard
the
him
weather in
call.
DC traffic.
This president is so good. He is just amazing.
So good. All right. He is just so good. All right. Let's do it. So a new bill has been introduced. Senate Bill S-359, which establishes certain offenses relating to crypto fraud. Okay. We are in the committee Senate phase of this right here. Now, what does this do? It established the offenses of virtual token fraud, illegal rug pulls, private key fraud, and fraudulent failure to disclose interest in virtual tokens. This is very, very important, y'all. This is why, because this is the beginning of the meme coin saga going away. And I need y'all to realize something, okay? The meme coin market cap. Okay, I want to see if I can figure that out real quick on coin market cap. Okay, today our market cap in crypto is 2.95 trillion. Now let's go over to meme coins, and let's see if we can see the market cap for meme coins. Well, I can't see the total market cap, okay? But let's see. I'm about to check something out. Watch this. Let's ask Chat GPT. You know, we never can go wrong by asking Chat, right? So what is the total market cap for meme coins today? Let's see if we can figure that out real quick before we move forward. As of March 6th, okay, check this out, y'all. The CoinGecko reports a market cap of approximately 70.8 billion, reflecting 14.2% increase in the last 24 hours. Crypto.com indicates $53 billion. So let's just go with the higher one, $70.8 billion. Okay, that's a lot of money sitting in meme coins. Even though we're at 2.9 trillion, you know, that's a huge amount of money sitting in meme coins. So imagine if all of that money were to be transferred. See, once they discontinue meme coins and we can't have meme coins anymore, that money's just not going to disappear. But money does what? Money circulates. You know, money cannot it cannot be really destroyed, right? So guess what happens when they print it? It's there. Okay, that money that we're experiencing right now with meme coins, over with. Once they go, it's going to go into utility tokens. It's going to go into utility projects, and more than likely, the projects that it go into will be some of these that are looked at by the president in the United States. But I do want to play this quick video for y'all because right now we're dealing with a huge tariff war. And the next couple of slides, we're going to talk about the tariffs and see how this will affect the United States and also affect our stock market, the commodities market, and the cryptocurrency market. Enjoy.
The most insane trade war has officially begun because Canada, Mexico, and China are pissed and have now all announced their own plans on how to retaliate against Trump's tariffs. So what the hell is going on? Well, you see, yesterday, Trump's promised 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico and 10% on China officially kicked in. What that means is that any goods sent from these countries to the United States will now cost companies 25% more or 10% in China's case. So for example, if a Canadian business sent a car to the US that cost $50,000, today US companies will pay a $12,500 tariff at the border. So the price of your once $50,000 car is now actually $62,500. Why would Trump purposefully make things more expensive for Americans? Well, two main reasons. The first is more of a longer-term, unguaranteed benefit, but it would be to change consumer habits to buy more American-made products and incentivize more international companies to manufacture in the U.S. In theory, that means a stronger U.S. economy, more stable jobs, and less dependence on foreign countries. The second reason for imposing these tariffs would be to use them as a tool to pressure Canada, Mexico, and China into doing what Trump wants. Some of these things that he's publicly mentioned include renegotiating trade deals, stopping illegal immigration, and the flow of fentanyl. There's also the far-fetched idea of Canada becoming a state of America. But here's where things get interesting, because instead of just doing what Trump wants, Canada has clapped back with a 25% tariff of their own, and Mexico said they're doing the same but haven't announced the percentage yet. China reacted a little differently by preparing to file a lawsuit with the World Trade Organization. So why is Trump not backing down? Just listen to this. In 2023, Canada sent 76% of all of their exports to the United States. That accounts for roughly 19% of their entire GDP. In 2024, Mexico sent 78% of all of their exports to the United States. That makes up 37% of their entire GDP. But for America, their exports to both countries combined only make up roughly 2.7% of their entire GDP. So simply put, even if they do retaliate, getting into a tariff war with the United States would hit Canada and Mexico much harder. Trump knows this, and he's using it.
So we call this chess, right? This is chess, not checkers, right? Everything is not fair, but it's also not fair the way that they've treated us as a country. All right. And I mean, I agree with Trump on that. There's not, I mean, Trump's doing some pretty crazy stuff. I mean, he got some announcements, some stuff that's out here that's just absolutely insane. You know, Medicaid and Medicare is crazy. Well, we knew it was coming. Okay. And those things are going to dry up anyway with the debt. So do we boo Trump? Right? Do we boo Trump or for speeding up the process? I mean, like it was inevitable. It was inevitable.
We're going to choose to not go on vacation in Florida or Old Orchard Beach or wherever. We're going to choose to try to buy Canadian products and forego bourbon and other classic American products. And yeah, we're probably going to keep booing the American anthem. We're going to choose.
So I think that he's very immature, Justin Trudeau, and I don't think any country's leaders should publicly say they're going to boo another country's national anthem. I mean, I think that's, you know, like war is war. I mean, here's the thing, like business is business, right? But to get so personal that you're going to boo and have your country boo the national anthem, that's crazy, right? And, you know, that's terms for, consequences and repercussions, dog. Watch your mouth. And now you got another leader over in Canada. Pay attention. I'm just trying to show you all what's happening, the war that is amongst us. It's not a physical war this time right now. I mean, there are physical wars, but right now we're dealing with a war of power, which has always been a thing, but it's really being flexed right now.
Dollars of contracts that we have with the U.S. We are the largest purchaser of alcohol in the world. We buy over 3,600 products from 35 states. I talked to the governor of Kentucky and Mitch McConnell. Don't touch our bourbon. I'm going after absolutely everything. And I don't want to. We keep the lights on, the 1.5 million homes in manufacturing in New York, in Michigan, and in Minnesota. If he wants to destroy our economy and our families, I will shut down the electricity going down to the U.S. And I'm telling you, we will do it. It's unfortunate. I would rather ship you more electricity, ship you more critical minerals. I want to ship you more energy, more potash to keep your farmers going, and uranium that you use for your nuclear power. It comes through from Saskatchewan over to Ontario, and it's going to be a massive, massive problem. I'm telling you, we love Canadians love Americans. I love the U.S. Everyone does, and not one American friend. When I lived there for 20 years, I've talked to all of them. Hardcore Republicans are saying this is the biggest mistake President Trump has done, and we're dead against it. And I've yet to find one supports me.
All right. So, but you can hear their posture. They're still afraid, because even though they have all this, man, the United States is a very powerful country, and to go up against us is tough. But then over in China, you know, they're firing up the money printer right now to counter U.S. tariffs. More liquidity, more opportunity. The biggest pump is coming.
Eating under the shadow of U.S. tariffs. With President Xi Jinping looking on, lawmakers on Wednesday committed extra money to boost the economy. China will now issue some $179 billion in special bonds to lift growth. That includes money to subsidize purchases of electric vehicles, appliances, and other goods. Premier Li Qiang said the country faced increasing external pressures. Eating under the shadow.
All right. So they are dealing with external pressures. Where do y'all think that's coming from, right? It's coming from Donald Trump in the United States, putting his 10% on China. Okay. So we are dealing with a tariff war right now. We're also dealing with a war of technology, AI, right? Now, obviously, we've covered this already, but just to talk a little bit more about it, right? Uphold posted this. XRP, Solana, Cardano, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. What other cryptocurrencies deserve a spot around the U.S. Strategic Crypto Reserve Table? Hedera, Stellar, Casper, Litecoin, Dogecoin. Name which one. Now, I like this picture right here because you got XRP sitting next to Trump, Solana, you got Cardano, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. But when we go over to this page right here, this is the expected guest list for March 7th, which is tomorrow, in their crypto summit. Now, expect the unexpected. And right now, the reason why I'm in a buy for Bitcoin is because this is going on tomorrow. So I'd rather be in the buy before he makes any announcements, because once he makes the announcements, the market could very well sell off. Remember, we buy the rumors and we sell the news, right? So who's attending President Trump's White House crypto summit? All right, let's take a look at some of the infamous names and companies that will be in attendance tomorrow. You got Michael Saylor at the top, founder of MicroStrategy or Strategy Now, right? David Bailey, CEO of Bitcoin Magazine, right? Matt Huang, co-founder of Paradigm. Now, these top two right here, Bitcoin Magazine and Strategy, okay, these are going to be some of the heavy hitters that's going to be pushing for Bitcoin, right? We know Michael Saylor for sure is going to be pushing Bitcoin heavy in the room, and which he's always done. Here's the issue. Watch this, y'all. Exodus, watch this. Trump, World Legal Liberty Financial, Chainlink will be in the building. The CEO of Coinbase, Robinhood, Kraken, Crypto.com, and Ripple will be in the building. The AI and crypto SAR will be in the building. Okay. Other advisory director roles, SEC and CFTC chairmen will be in the building. Unconfirmed people is like the founder of Ethereum and the CEO of Tether, Kathy Wood and Jeremy Allaire from Circle, Solana's founder, Cardano founder, the Mark Andreessen. These are people that have not been confirmed, but I'm sure will be in the building. But what's something that we notice on this list that this list doesn't have? Well, this picture doesn't have, right? We can put a face over XRP. We can put a face over Solana. We can put a face of the leader of Cardano. We can put a face over the leader of Ethereum. But can we put a face on the founder or the leader of Bitcoin? The answer is no. There is no face. The only face that's on here is Michael Saylor. And Michael Saylor isn't the creator. Or is he? Who knows, right? But listen to how he advocates for Bitcoin. Pay attention.
At Friday's roundtable, strategy co-founder and executive chair Michael Saylor is here. You should have the most prominent chair, the one with the armchair with the arms on it, because your company owns more Bitcoin than any other company. What, about 500,000 tokens?
Yeah, about 2.4% of the worldwide supply,
Okay.
500,000.
Let's just get your view, because everybody's dying to know about the summit and what they think is going to be announced. How do you think this crypto reserve will be financed?
Well, I think that there's a 6-month process that's been laid out by the executive order, and I think the president was fairly deliberate in that. There are 12 members on the Presidential Working Committee. There'll be involvement from the industry. There'll be involvement from the Senate and from the House, and it's above my pay grade to decide how it gets determined. But the Lummis bill has laid out the idea of acquiring Bitcoin strategically over 4 years, just consistently day by day, in order to reach a 1 million Bitcoin target.
Okay, the government has 200,000 Bitcoin, as I understand it. We equal about 17 billion at today's prices. So to get up there, how they would have to purchase Bitcoin, right? So as the government purchases these Bitcoin and other tokens, what is that going to do to the price? I mean, supply goes down, the price goes up.
Well, the most responsible thing would be to go slow and steady and deliberate with clear telegraphing and transparency, so that the real key about Bitcoin is for people to understand that it's digital property. It's a savings account that empowers every single American to save their wealth and preserve it over time. And so what the government can do is to give clarity to the asset class and confidence to every American citizen, so they know they have an alternative to gambling and the stock market.
I know you said that it's above your pay grade to decide, but you are allowed an opinion. Do you think taxpayer money should be used to purchase these tokens and coins to fill the reserve?
Well, I think the way to think about the industry is there's digital commodities, that's Bitcoin, an asset without an issuer. There's digital currencies like the stable coins. That's really important for US dollar supremacy and digital commerce. There are digital securities like tokenized stocks and bonds that will actually provide a capital efficiency and globalization for American securities. And then there are digital tokens, assets with issuers that provide digital utility that are very interesting and compelling. Their role is capital creation for the small and mid-sized companies that are blocked from the capital markets right now. I think that it's wise to capitalize a country or a company on a commodity, an asset without an issuer, something like a property. You could buy oil. Bitcoin is a commodity. I think that
XRP is attached to a company, Ripple.
I think that those are tokens, and we should have a regulatory framework to allow them to be issued because
issued, but in the reserve. Should they be in the reserve?
I think the emerging consensus in the industry is that Bitcoin should be the element in a strategic reserve over the long term for the country. But if you wanted to support various investments in a sovereign wealth fund, that would be up to the executive branch.
Okay, so let's be clear. I'm hearing you say the reserve fund should really have the tested one, and that is Bitcoin, and not Solana or Cardano or Solana.
The important thing to keep in mind is Bitcoin is the one universally agreed upon foundational asset in the entire crypto economy because it's the asset without an issuer. It's neutral. 99% of the energy and the capital has flown into that one. But I want to be clear that the U.S. has the opportunity to be the leader in digital assets if they have a progressive framework that supports currencies, securities, and tokens as well.
Michael, let me.
All right, we're gonna pause it. We're gonna pause it there. Hopefully it pauses. But we're gonna pause that there. And I want y'all to realize that he is a Bitcoin maxi. Okay. You can only listen to Michael Saylor up to so much. He would love to only have a Bitcoin strategic reserve, but unfortunately that won't happen. And, you know, he's not going to give all his Bitcoin to the United States. You best to believe that. He ain't doing that. But I tell you something, Ripple has their escrow account, which has about pretty much half of the total supply of XRP sitting in a reserve account, basically. So if the US had to choose, and I want y'all to let me know. We're gonna say Donald Trump, because this is leading the show. Businessman. If you're a business person and you had to choose, A, take all the country's money, take all the taxing that we do, and buy this token Bitcoin at this high price for the rest of life every day, would you rather do that? Or would you rather take the option of Brad Garlinghouse opening up the XRP reserves? Okay, would you rather that happen? Him open up the XRP reserves, give you the keys to that, and you not even have to purchase a single XRP as a country. Why? Because this company is a US-based company. Bitcoin is not, right? I would rather take the idea of working with XRP, right? I'd rather take the idea of allowing XRP to open up this escrow to me or give me some coin out of this escrow for my reserve, right? I'd rather see that. Okay. So we're going to move forward. So Digital Perspective says, hooray, the Department of Homeland Security found the 4 Satoshis. Now, we've watched this video before. We're going to rewatch it today. But it says, I'm all for a basket of assets in a reserve and wealth fund. But serious question to any Bitcoin maxi, including your boy Michael Saylor. Should the U.S. government resolve this issue of Satoshi's identity for the general public? and safety of a strategic reserve or wealth fund before moving forward? If not, why? That's my question too. You know, do they uncover who the true creator of Bitcoin is, or are they going to continue to keep this a secret? Because it does not make sense for us to have a reserve asset and not know who created this technology. We know who created gold. Who created gold? God did. All right. God did. Yeah, he did. Who created Bitcoin? God didn't. He did not. We don't know, but they do know. Pay attention.
We looked at Bitcoin was the most prevalent at that point. We had seized quite a bit of it, millions of dollars worth under the Silk Road investigation. So one of our agents who started looking at another online marketplace through the deep web, which was called Black Market Reloaded, they were sending weapons through packages and ordering them on the dark web. And he was really, really smart, forward-leaning agent. And he goes, I want to go interview Satoshi Nakamoto. And we're like, what? He said, yeah, I want to go interview this guy. And at the time, we're like, hey, it's a figment of somebody's imagination. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not true. So, we had all this pushback from our headquarters. And we thought, hey, if an agent wants to go talk to him and we have some money, why don't we send him? Let's find out how this works. So as it came to be, the agents flew out to California and they realized that he wasn't alone in creating this. There were 3 other people, and they sat down and met with them and talked to them to find out how this actually works and what the reason for it was. We looked at Bitcoin was the most prevalent.
So that was it's an older video that's been surfaced on the internet, Twitter specifically, for quite some time. But it still never gets old. Now, in other news, I got some good news for y'all on one of our favorite cryptos. But before I unravel who this crypto is, pay attention. Like DJ Khaled said right here, another one. Pay attention. Today, we signed a joint filing to be made with the Securities and Exchange Commission dismissing its case against Cumberland DRW. The filing was agreed in principle between Cumberland DRW and the SEC staff on February 20th. Is currently pending commission approval. As a firm deeply committed to the principles of integrity and transparency, we look forward to continue our dialogue with the SEC to help shape a future where technological advancements and regulatory clarity go hand in hand. Now, who is Cumberland? Because I'm sure y'all never heard of this company before. All right, I'm pretty sure of it, but pay attention. It says a global leader offering 24/7 access to deep crypto liquidity. Oh, hold on. So Cumberland is a liquidity provider. Wow. Okay, cool. This is on their Twitter. Next week, global head of Cumberland joins the panelists for a Circle Executive Insight State of the USDC Economy. So, okay, so this guy right here will be with Circle next week. Let's see what else we got here. This is an amazing read coming out of Standard Chartered. Okay, so they're posting stuff from Standard Chartered Bank, probably one of their partners potentially. I don't know. But we will find out here over time. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything else we can find. Yep. Oh, this is from October 10th of 2024. So the lawsuit came October 10th of 2024. They said, today we became the latest target of the SEC's enforcement first approach to stifling innovation. So now that we know who Cumberland is, let's go over to their website real quick. Okay, let's pull up their website. Again, providing deep, dependable liquidity in crypto assets. Okay, so they are a liquidity provider. So I want to move forward and I want to show y'all what company they are connected to. So I was looking through Twitter and looking up Cumberland, and I came across this company right here, which I believe we talked about before, right? It's a company called XDC, Zenfin Network. They said a very good sign for a new dawn in the USA, crypto, and XDC. So they retweeted it and commented. XDC did. Now we know what XDC does, right? They work on global well, it's what kind of chain? It's, I can't even think of the name right now, but XDC deals with, somebody probably drop it before I even am able to drop it, but it's a certain type of FI. I know somebody gonna help me out here. Trade Fi. That's it. Trade Fi. So they deal with trade finance, which is basically where, you know, products are traded amongst countries all the time. And there has to be a financial pathway to that trading being able to be done. Okay. Sorry, I had a little brain fart. Okay. XDC, in order to deal with trade finance, they need what? They need liquidity. Well, let's ask ChatGPT this question. How large is the trade fi world? Let's see how big, how much money pours through this, right? No, not trade finance. Well, it's giving us every single market. This is actually helpful. This is helpful, but we're talking about trade finance. My bad. So the trade finance market size, let's see. Supply chain financing. So here it is. It facilitates international trade through financial instruments like letters of credit, guarantees, and supply chain financing. The trade financing market was valued at approximately 50 to 60 trillion in 2024. It supports over 80% of global trade, which itself is valued at 32 to 35 trillion annually. So we're probably almost at 70 trillion now, probably in this market, right? Going into 2025, but we're looking at 50 to 60 trillion dollars. That's a whole lot of money. So XDC will need some liquidity partners to be able to move that money fast enough. Now, this is October 11th of 2024, a day before my birthday. Okay, last year they had XDC posted this on Instagram. I found this randomly. Pay attention. We had an amazing private dinner co-hosted by XDC Network and Cumberland. That's the company we were talking about, right? In London during the ZBoo Live London Web3 conference. It was filled with engaging conversations and fantastic connections. It was a pleasure to catch up with both existing and new partners and friends of XDC Network. So if they did a co-hosted collaboration party, don't you think that, what y'all think? Do y'all think, what's the odds of them being partners? Oh, okay, Vince. I see what you're doing here. All right. So now check this out. March 10th of 2022. Let me show you how even larger Cumberland really is. DRW announces the ISDA membership, the International Swaps and Derivatives Association. The only other company that is fintech based that's a part of this is Ripple. So now you got Ripple and Cumberland. So that makes me think, is Ripple and Cumberland partners too? If they all sit in the same rooms? Oh, wow. Hold up. I found something else about Cumberland. I just wanted to keep unfolding stuff because y'all about to see right now how large this really is. We are pleased that the New York State Department of Financial Services, the same department that cleared the Ripple stablecoin, RLUSD, guess what? They says they have granted Cumberland of New York, a bit license. We are deeply committed to working with regulators to obtain proper necessary licensing and ensuring our business is compliant and aligned with regulatory requirements. Oh, you're cooking, Vinny. All right, cool. Let's go. So here's your introduction. I went over to the Department of Financial Services at NewYork.government website, and I went ahead and pulled the data for y'all. In June of 2015, DFS issued Virtual Currency Regulation 23 NYCRR Part 200 under the New York Financial Services Law. Since then, under that BIT license regulation or the limited purpose trust company provisions of the New York banking law, DFS has granted numerous virtual currency licenses and charters to ensure that New Yorkers have a well-regulated way to access the virtual currency marketplace. Why New York? Why Texas? Because that's where the stock market is. And Texas is creating the new Texas stock market. So New York, the reason why all of this is important in New York is because the World Trade Center is still in New York. They rebuilt the building. It's still the largest built, the tallest building in New York. They built it. They rebuilt it. So the World Trade Center, which deals with every part of finance out there, okay, is in NYC. So it's very important that if you're going to be a long-lasting company, what do? You go and get a BIT license in New York. I want to take y'all down to this part that says regulated entities. And we're about to take a look at some of the companies that we know so well that already have licenses in New York. Okay, let's see. We got Bitstamp. We got Block, which is Cash App. We have Circle. We have Coinbase. We have eToro, Fidelity, Fireblocks, Gemini. Okay, Paxos. Paxos is what, y'all? Paxos is a Ripple partner, if I'm not mistaken, as well. You got PayPal there, PayPal Digital there. You also got Ripple, literally Ripple written in here. And they've had a license since 2016, virtual currency license since 2016. Robinhood, okay? Standard Custody and Chartered Bank, Wisdom Tree, Zero Hash. But up here, if you look, as of 6/2024, you got Cumberland of New York. The same company we've been talking about is listed on here. Look, y'all. And last but certainly not least, just to end the call properly, I want y'all to watch this quick video right here.
All right. You ready? Hey, guys, roll again.
It's okay to look at each other, right?
There we go.
I learned about crypto for a body of work. I've been focusing on crypto gaming.
I was making YouTube videos. I wanted to work on something that's a little more purpose-driven. Having a child is what really put us in that mindset of starting to want to invest more.
So crypto became my bridge to connect with people.
Talk to me about the blockchain. Explain blockchain.
I actually didn't know much about crypto.
And I started really digging in, researching, and trying to figure out what is blockchain, what is crypto, how it all works.
It is simply just a record, a public ledger of value.
You can interact directly on the blockchain, exchange items of value much more easily.
Less fees, more transparency.
It is sustainable, it is equitable, and it's fast.
It's having flexibility and feeling comfort and secure. And I think crypto makes us feel that way. Blockchain has given me a new medium. Crypto is the future.
This technology really can be used for good.
Let's go. Okay. We got it done, guys.
We're good?
The National Cryptocurrency Association, proud to announce the launch of the National Cryptocurrency Association, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping Americans better understand crypto. Family, it is happening. Exactly what I told y'all. Listen, if you don't have a business onboarding people and educating people about the future of crypto and finance, and if you're not affiliated in doing that, man, you're missing out on so much money, y'all. Like, too many people reach out to me on a day-to-day. And guess what, y'all? Stuart Alderati, the chief legal officer at Ripple, has officially announced that I'm excited to join as the president of the National Crypto Association, in addition to my role as the chief legal officer at Ripple. So what does that tell me? That tells me that if the National Crypto Association is committed and dedicated to helping Americans better understand crypto, what do you think the #1 crypto they're going to know about being Americans? 1 + 1 is 2. God dang it. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. I hope you all enjoyed today's show. Extremely bullish for what we're learning here in our space. And I hope y'all are ready, because you all are the most wealthiest people on the planet. And you can't allow nobody to not tell you such. It don't matter what nobody got to say no more. We've looked at it. Just this one episode alone today, just this one episode today shows us that we are in the right space at the right time. Raise those hands up right now, family. Would love to take one person, one or two people. They got something to say, one thing you like, learned, or love from today's show. And just let y'all know, starting on March 10th, y'all have a few more days. Literally, tickets go off sale on Sunday night. We would not be accepting any new people into the boot camp after March 10th. We completely sold out in $500 spots. And now it is $1,000 to join our boot camp. I would recommend that you all get with me ASAP. You can text me the word boot camp over to my phone number, okay, over to our business hotline here at Coffee and Crypto. That phone number is 678-460-6504. Again, that number is 678-460-6504. If you are already paid and a part of the boot camp, we will start sending out emails this weekend to start communicating with y'all. We are looking forward to our call on Monday. We're super excited, and I will be spending this weekend making sure that I'm preparing for this boot camp starting on Monday to help you all get everything that you need to become successful in 6 weeks before this crypto blast off actually happens. I don't see any hands, so I would assume that nobody has anything to see or anything to say or anything like that, and that is absolutely okay. I want to thank you all for coming through today. Congratulations again to everybody that joined the boot camp. Congratulations to all our new Discord members. If you're interested, you can text that same number, Discord, and we'll love to get you inside of our Discord group. Actually, we got one hand actually that just got rose up. I don't know if that's a real word, but look, I don't even know how to talk today. Let's go.
Yeah, rose up could be a word.
All right, that's a word now.
Yeah, it could be an official word. Hey, look, man, I'm tapped out. So tapped out, I can't even tap. My tap is spelled T. I don't have any A or any P left, man. I've been to the crusher. I've done drug stuff down the road. I've been counting some coins, and you say we're at the beginning. I mean, I really don't have to fret if I know a few things, right? I mean, I can just probably chill out and not worry about it. But I want to be ready for tomorrow. I'm worried about tomorrow. What's tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow? I mean, you just said it all, but at the same time, I don't know how many people really get this thing. I've talked to some people who have bought some extensive numbers of currency, but they own Robinhood, and not that that's a bad word, but it's just a word like I'm just not sure it's theirs. And I don't know how to tell them. I don't know if it's going to be yours. I think you can get your value. It's things like that that you're having to learn. If we're so early, if this is the internet, and we're watching Bryant Gumbel or whatever talk about email. What the hell is email? What is the internet? Can you explain the internet? Nobody knows. It's a television network. You've seen that little ad thing where
Yes,
people are
sir.
talking about the internet.
You remember that? You remember that feeling, Billy? Did you feel the same way? Like the way you feel with this crypto stuff, have you felt that before when they first started talking about the internet when a couple back in the 90s or late 80s?
I missed that.
Well, I mean, you missed it as far as the investment goes, but as far as you having like dial-up internet at home and using those old school ways to connect to the internet where you used to have to have a landline and all those things, like did you have confusion then on using it, or was it pretty seamless for you?
I did have confusion, but my problem is I came in late. Like it was
Oh,
like 3 years late of dial-up. Then I started learning about dial-up. I went to
Okay.
computer class and they taught us about ones and twos, zeros, ones and twos or something. I mean, the computer class didn't even have enough knowledge to know. Really, maybe I didn't have enough knowledge to know what I was. It was so confusing to answer your question. Yes, but I
Wow.
was confused years after it happened.
Wow.
Yeah. When I got into cryptocurrency, I learned about the internet and I can compare it. We used to have these little classes where we'd say, I was selling air purification. And I was cleaning something you can't even see. So we'd say the air conditioner, like, we're going to bring this box. You have established electricity. We're going to take the fan out. I'm going to put it into your window. I'm going to plug it in, and it's going to make your room cool. Oh, bullshit. Oh, but if you plug it in
Right.
and if you try it, you will learn what the benefits are. They're talking about benefits on the commercial. Why would you do that? I mean, people ask me at church, how you doing on that crypto thing? Can you get your money out? We talked about that last week. Tuesday, can you get your money out? No, I can't get my money out because it is money. And it's just to understand that. So, I may be too early. We've won some, we've lost some. We've done the trading thing. We've won some, we've lost some. We bought some crypto. We've won some, we've lost some. And I expect I'm gonna lose some more. Thank God that I can. I was watching this little clip on Denzel Washington. He was saying, first you learn, and then you earn, and later you return. And I thought that was pretty cool. First you learn it, and then you're earning it. You're gonna figure it out at some point, and then you can give back. You know, One of my biggest things is, if you can dream big enough, what can you dream? Well, I've dreamed that all my life, and now at 63, what I want to be when I grow up, Vincent. I mean, I'm not really sure. I think just some security, knowing that I can have some money. I talked to a fellow the other day. He's worked all his life. He's a vet. He's a war hero kind of guy, and he's
Yes,
worked
sir.
all his life. And he told me his net worth, and I was amazed at how you can work all your life. Now, I remember those classes, sitting in those meetings and the little business groups, and they're saying, "Oh, I'm a financial advisor, and you need to take your money and put it in a mutual fund. And you need to take this and take that." And I never, ever, ever, ever did it. And then I'm watching an influencer last night on like the David Letterman. What's the guy? I can't think of his name now, but he was talking about, I started YouTubing uh in 2019. I mean, that was last week. 2019 was last week. It's like we are investing in something that's gonna have a huge return, maybe maybe tomorrow, baby. I mean, I'm sitting in my truck going, okay, look, I think I have to. Here's another XRP right here in my little cup holder. There's another one right. I need to get it in the bank or something. I, I was sitting in church last night and I was thinking, I wish that Jerry would buy some crypto. Like Jerry, let's just get you some crypto tonight. Jerry don't believe in nothing, and I can't make him. They can't make me. They couldn't make me then. How do you clean your air? You have to experience you have to learn it before you can earn it. It's so crazy, Vince. It's crazy. It'll make you crazy. I don't know. Maybe it'll make us rich. I don't know, but that either. But I do feel good about the guy that told me his net worth after working all those years. Um, he did good, but things are looking pretty good too on just what I've done in the last 5 years. It's crazy because I haven't had time to. I haven't had a job since 1987. I
Wow.
created a restaurant because my mom. I had a carpet cleaning business, and I still have it. but I couldn't go clean carpet because my mom was old and I had to take care of mom. I couldn't go off. She'd get in a wheelchair walker thing and take off down the railroad tracks. Just I couldn't go, so I built me a restaurant right here in town, and now I have a restaurant. So, I don't even like I don't hardly even like the restaurant. But the thing is I have a restaurant because of another problem I had. But I can do I can just kind of got me locked down, which is terrible. I can't play music because now I'm cooking on the weekends, that kind of stuff. People say, why don't you do this and do that? No. I just want some financial freedom away from here. And I haven't had a job in so long that I've only been able to build my net worth on what I did. So I have invested in crypto. I have invested in trading. I've lost a shitload of money. Excuse my language. I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I think we're all to the learning process. We're all to the earning process. I think we're all other people are going to be wanting to learn, and that therefore we'll find our return. I'm hoping on that. Good call today.
Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. That was amazing. Thanks, Billy. Zatrick, what up, bro?
What's up, man? Amazing call, man. I'm never gonna lie. The fact that the NCA is being made in Ripple, once again, you know how many combos Ripple work with? I don't know, over 300. But it just seemed like every day you hear Ripple and you hear them teaming up with somebody else. And that's just a beautiful thing to know that we go to something like that. And yo, Billy, man, Billy, man, Billy, that talk was probably one of your best talks. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I was like, I was just a lot. Like, yo. But shout out to you, Billy, too, man. And bring back the chef hat when you come on. You know, I like the chef hat, Chef Billy in this thing. But you know, this is just such a beautiful time. You know, just everything's going right now. And I appreciate you, Bio. You talk about us building these places where people are gonna have to learn. And ironically, we started crypto around the same time, but that's actually why I'm taking the boot camp. Because I'm like, people sometimes when I tell them about you, they be like, man, why don't you just do what he's doing? I'm like, no, because what he's doing, I'm not taking the time to do. Like, there's levels to this stuff. Like, and I want you to know that you are at a high level, and your time is coming. Your time is here. But man, I am truly impressed. Like every time I get on this show, I'm like, how does he find this info? I'll be impressed. Like it's just a beautiful process to watch. And I'm glad you are recording this because throughout time, you stand on business. Like you've been calling a lot of things. Even this drop, if I'm not mistaken, you said Bitcoin's gonna go to 71,000. And you know, you call 70 died, it happened. So I'm just waiting for 71. So it's just like I'm just watching, bro. And hey, that boy Billy done dropped the cow. Yes, sir, man. He done dropped the cow. I love it. I'm driving, but let me put my shades on, man. I'm just so happy to be a part of the community. Shout out to everybody, man. We out here making it happen, man. Y'all have a great day. Peace.
Peace. Hey, appreciate it, Zatrick. Thank you, Billy. Appreciate y'all. Y'all definitely love hearing from you guys on the show. We're gonna go ahead and end it here. I hope that everybody got value today, which I believe you should have. You should have even more proof now that you need to continue to invest in your bags and to continue to hold them for the long term. If you stick with me, all right, you're in the Discord group. There's no way you can miss what we're about to do. I have not been talking about taking profits yet because we have not even reached the bull run, y'all. We had the pre-bull run. That was the pre-bull run. That was the pre-workout. Now it's time for the true workout. All right. And when we get to the peak of the workout, we get to the peak of the bull run, we'll start talking privately in our Discord group about how we are dollar cost averaging out. This will be my first time dollar cost averaging out. Okay. So I'm just being honest and transparent. But If it's anything like dollar cost averaging in, I think we'll be all right. Okay. So again, make sure you all join us for the boot camp or the Discord group. Look forward to seeing y'all on the next call. Y'all have an amazing weekend. And for the Discord members, I will see y'all tonight. Don't forget, everybody, click the link tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to follow this Bitcoin trade, and we're going to see whether I made money or I lost money tonight. All right, this is where the rubber really meets the road. When I can get in front of my group and I can tell y'all, we made another $1,000. Let's go. That is what we live for. Y'all have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing y'all at the beaches in the bank. Because remember, y'all, I'll see you out the top because the bottom is getting